in Norway, and we got
At where? I mean, you're at Epcot.
oh, what?
Well, we're gonna say in the beginning where we are.
We're going to Disney World. You're supposed to say we're at Epcot.
Start over.
We are currently at Epcot
In Norway, the home of Anna and Elsa.
Yes. And I stopped at the Kringla Bakery Old Cafe, and I got an kaki, right?
And I got a passion margarita.
Okay. And it's an apple cake with caramel drizzle. So I just finished the iplakaki, and everyone had a bite, so we can all kind of comment, but it was amazing. It was basically just apple cake with the caramel drizzle and like some powdered sugar. What?
You just got the pizzazz when the camera goes on.
It was such a good dessert and a really good snack for right now. I would give it like an 8-7. It was really good.
Okay, as Lacey mentioned, I had a bite of it as well.
You don't have to keep continuing to say that. This is gonna be the longest video ever.
The score.
I would give it, for the value and the taste, I would give it like a 9.5.
Oh yeah, it was only $5.
Which is really cheap for food here.
Dad, what would you give it?
Oh, I already went to your mom.
Can I do this?
Yeah, do your drink too. Hell yeah.
I got a margarita, passion fruit, in Mexico. Amazing with hibiscus salt rim. I would give it a 10.
Doesn't get any. Well, you still gotta rate that though.
Oh, and the apple
And the actual.
the apple pie thing was, I would say an 8. It was very good.
2 rookie scores.
Where's Dad?
The, what was it called?
Iplakaki.
Iplakaki?
That's absolutely not what it's called.
Iplakaki, which, yeah, that's no way it's called
It's an
that.
apple cake.
It's an apple cake. It was very good, very soft, moist, good taste to it. I'd give it 8.3.
Can't be better said. I was gonna give it an 8.3 too. So.
Nice.
We are in France at Voyage pastry. What we have here is a loaf of bread.
Baguette.
Baguette. We have a chocolate tart,
Chocolate brioche.
chocolate brioche, a beignet, and a chocolate eclair.
Take a picture.
So my favorite that we had was I like the chocolate tart, even though it's really sweet. I enjoyed that the most. My least favorite,
What would you rate it?
maybe like a 7.2 out of 10, because it was pretty sweet. Least favorite was the brioche bun with chocolate chips. Just too much bread. I'd probably give it like a 4.6.
Oh yeah.
My favorite was the beignet. It was very good. I would give it at least an 8.
Well, at least. I mean,
What is it?
at least 8, but what?
I would give it an 8.
So you give it 8, 8, and
goodness.
10. Those are the 3.
What's your least favorite?
My least favorite was this bun. Way too much bread. I would give that like a 3.
She's so
Wow. Okay. Now this is the review everyone's waiting for.
My favorite was
The beignet.
beignet. They're very good. Not as good as the ones you find in New Orleans, but still good. I'd give it
We're in
a
France.
7.6. My least favorite is this is too sweet. Not enough balance between the breading and the chocolate. The one that everyone attacks, the brioche,
Is your choice?
which was my choice with chocolate chips in it, very fresh, very moist. I would give that on its own. You know, it's not going to be anything great or spectacular for a dessert, but for a special treat, I'd go 7.2.
What about your least favorite? What would you give that?
My least favorite, it's so sweet. I would give that 6.1.
Interesting. Okay. My least favorite was this tart thingy too. It was so like it was so rich. I hate that. I hate that flavor of richness. So I would give that
A certain flavor of rich.
Yeah, I would give that like a 3.2. I would never have that ever again.
Lex doesn't know rich things when they hit her.
Well, she did marry me though.
My favorite was also the beignet. It was very well. I didn't get a big bite with the chocolate, so I think that's maybe why, because that would have been too rich.
Excuse.
But I also like wouldn't get it again either. So I'd give that like a 6.4.
This wasn't rich.
I didn't like that.
It just goes. I just didn't like that.
And then we got a baguette, and that would have been better if I had like soup to dip it into or something.
What about the eclair?
That was really rich.
I don't know how I follow up Mr. H's reviews. They're so I'm like rattled.
Don't use moist.
Rattled. Moist is a good describing
Moist is
word.
a good describing
All right.
word. What, do you like dry better?
Yeah, so
Brianna, get away.
no, I like it. It's my sidekick today. So I don't like chocolate, and everything in here besides the bread,
Baguette.
the bag of bread had chocolate in it. This was easily my least favorite,
Yeah.
but they were all shit. I'm gonna say this.
You ate them.
I had one horrible bite of each. I'm gonna say
Oh,
this.
you had more than one bite of that. and
No.
One more bite of that.
Oh, cap. No, cap and camp. Cap and camp.
Stop capping. I'm really popping.
Lying on camera, I had one bite of each, and half of it was left on my fork for each of them. This, like a solid 2-2. This, 3-5. This was my favorite. I'm gonna say
Oh yeah.
still like a 4-5. This, a 3-8.
How about the baguette?
The bread it's bread.
Oh, it's a baguette.
It's bread. You go to Panera and buy that. I don't understand. I mean,
Baguette.
if there was something to dip it in.
Yes.
If we were at Olive Garden and you had some soup to dip
Oh
that
my
in.
God, get Olive Garden.
Take a pic. Oh, are you taking a video?
All right, Lex, tell the people where
All right, we are currently in the United Kingdom, and me and my dad got fish and chips. Solid. Are we good?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So I got the fish and chips, which came with a large piece of fish, which looked like legit the whole fish I got. It was super. It was super thick breading, but it tasted really fresh, and the breading was super good. I don't know what kind of like breading they use, but I love it, and I wish every fish and chips had that. The French fries were pretty salty. Sutton ate most of mine, but they were good. I mean, they were like fine. But overall, I would give the fish and chips. Can you see me? I definitely would come back if I'm ever at Epcot. That's the place I'd want to eat all my food. So I'm gonna give it an 8-1. It was really good. Really good fish. Something splashed my face.
He might have shit on you.
Oh my god.
He shit on you. I think he shit on you. I think she got shit
I
on.
didn't get shit on.
But it splashed onto you. I think you got shit on.
A little bit.
Lexi, that's gross.
Yeah.
You ready? Good.
Yeah.
All right, before the birds attack. I also had the fish and chips. The chips were your. What the? Yeah, he's gonna shit on.
Oh my god, they're everywhere. We gotta go.
We gotta go. We'll do it later else. Jesus.
All right, here, walk and talk.
All right, the chips are your typical pub style French fry type chips. They're salty, seasoned well, so they're good. The fish was one giant piece of cod, like Lexi said, had a beer batter on it, very crispy but not yet greasy. Fresh fish. So overall, I would give it also an 8-1.
We are in Mexico. I got the taco trio, so I have a fish taco, a beef taco, and a chicken taco. And it came with the black beans and rice.
All right.
And I got photo something with chicken, corn, rice,
Photosynthesis.
onions.
Nice. I got nachos. That came with beef, white cheese. I thought that they accidentally gave me sour cream, but it is actually white cheese. Jalapenos, obviously tomatoes. And I also put some Chipotle hot sauce on it, just to see what that would taste like. Oh, and ground beef. What's the name of this place? I don't know.
It's just called Cantina.
I was a little underwhelmed with the food. I got the taco trio, I got the fish, the chicken, and the beef tacos. They kind of were all like not very flavorful. They had a lot of toppings on it, but it was all still pretty bland. And then I also got rice and beans with it, which are pretty good. They were a little salty. Overall, I would say that this wasn't like the authentic Mexican food I was hoping for from Epcot. I'd probably give it like a 6.2.
The review everyone's been waiting for. I think B hit the nail on the head here. I really don't. What?
That's our
Yeah, I mean, pretty underwhelming. As you can see, we got some white cheese. I think I already talked through all the shit that was on it. Lots still left at the bottom. All in all,
I like these
I wouldn't.
shitty chips.
yeah, kind of
Chips
like
you get
the
like at
school
a
lunch.
gym.
Yeah, school lunch, high school basketball game type chips. After we've kind of talked up, I think Lex and her dad said, eating here is authentic and it's great. Wasn't the case here.
Wah, wah, wah.
I don't think they represented Mexico well here at Epcot. I'm going to give the nachos. I think B was pretty on. Would you say 6.2?
Yep.
Just to differ, I'll say 6.1, but 6.1.
Got a polo type dish with just marinated chicken, rice, corn, some seasoning. The seasoning wasn't the best, sort of bland. I would probably give it maybe a 5.5. And then we got chips and guac, and the chips tasted just like store-bought chips. I had better fish tacos over at Disney Springs on the Paddle Boat, which is an American restaurant.
Oh, this lighting's sick.
It's amazing. My hair looks like a holy shit. All right, Pete, tell him a scenario.
No eyebrows. Okay. Okay.
Not as hard as I thought it was. I'm about to fucking fall.
Okay,
Let's
so
get it on. All right.
the Mexico place we went to the first time was a bust. So me and Sutton decided that we need to try a redemption tour of Mexico. So we stopped and we got barbacoa empanadas. There's a little side of corn. They have chili sauce on top. What is it? Cochata cheese, whatever it is.
Nobody knows.
And we got two of them and corn for $10, which is like $5 cheaper than we paid before.
And it was at the drink stand across from the Mexican place, and they had like these little appetizer things. So we were gonna get this from the jump, but we decided to go to the other place because we thought it's a real restaurant. So we had to redeem. So this is the last meal that we're having at Epcot.
Yes.
So hopefully we finish on a strong note.
Fingers crossed, this is a good redemption tour, and I promise I do have eyebrows. Where's the beef?
Where's the what?
Where's the beef? I will say overall the flavoring of this is way better. You'll see in the video or picture that the empanadas didn't have that much beef in them.
Yeah, very, very, very hollow.
But I will say that like the sauce on the beef and like the sauce on the empanada itself was really good.
Yes.
It came with like a little thing of corn. And it had like
That
a
was good.
lime.
Whatever sauce was in that was very good.
It was like kind of like street corn. It had like lime and like tahini on it a little bit. Overall, for like the two empanadas, for the two empanadas and the corn, I would probably give it like a.
All right, hold on. I caught you at the perfect time. Mind you, we have to rate it. This is just what I'm gonna be grading it on, so I want to make sure we're on the same page. If you came to Epcot and you came back, 7+ is I would get it again. 8 is like I would like if people came like you have to try it. Like below that, it was good, but I wouldn't get it yet.
Okay. I think I would.
I'm stretching.
I think I would give it a 7.1. Like, I think I would give it again, but like, I would also want to try other things. Like, I wouldn't recommend people to go get it, but like for the value, for two of them and the corn for $10, it seemed like a pretty good deal. I would like if there was more beef in it next time, but.
Nothing more than needs to be said. B knocked it out of the park. A 7-1 was my exact score. She fucking crushed it. The rest of the crew is right there. Lex is 26 going on 80.
We're at 20,000 steps.
20,000 steps.
15 minutes left of the day.
There's some fireworks show, which I'll clip out, but basically this will be the outro, I suppose. That's Epcot. Thank you for tuning in.
Ciao.
Thank you, Lex, for taking Sam's spot.